All right, welcome to the first lesson. If you This lesson is for complete beginners. People who don't know anything about a bass guitar, but they want to learn how to play. Okay? Those are the people who these lessons were made for. However, if you've been playing for a year, maybe 6 months, but you didn't really have a good foundation on a bass guitar, you don't know many things about the bass, you just learn how to play some things, you still benefit from this lesson. Okay? Personally, I learned very practically. So these lessons will be very practical. My goal is for you to start playing as soon as possible. But before we start playing, we need to get some very basic information out of the way, okay? By lesson 2, you will start actually playing your bass. Okay? So let's get the basic information out of the way first. Your strap should be tight enough where the bass is resting on your body when you sit down rather than resting on your leg the whole time. Okay? If you do this while your bass is on your leg, you shouldn't have this much space. Okay? It should be one with your body. It's on my leg, but there's not much space here. So the bass weight is being distributed across my body. Okay? It should be the same height when you stand up versus when you are sitting down. That way when you are playing and you stand up, it's not all the way down here versus when you're sitting down, it's up here. So that the way you play and where you practice can be carried over when you stand up to play. Because most of the time when we're playing bass guitar, we're actually standing up most of the time. Okay? So your sitting height should be the same or very close to your standing height so that it's not much difference. So see where my bass is right now? I'm not touching it. When I stand up, it's like the same place. It's almost the same place when I'm standing up versus when I'm sitting down. So when you're sitting down versus when you're standing up, your bass position should not change drastically. The next thing I want to talk about when it comes to holding a bass is to relax your shoulders. When you're playing your bass, some people have pain in the back or in the shoulder or in the neck, because if you are playing the bass and you're doing this, all of your neck muscles are all flexing to keep you in this position. You shouldn't be looking like this when you're playing. Okay? Drop your shoulders. Think about it. Just drop your shoulders. Okay? And when you play, all you gotta do is rest your arm here. When you sit down, rest your arm here and relax your shoulders. Take your other hand. Just hold it. That's enough to play the bass. Okay? That's enough to play the bass. You don't have to be all like this or like this. I see people like this all the time when they're playing bass. They're like this. That's not very good. That will make your body very painful. Okay? So relax your shoulders. Make sure there is no tense muscles in your neck. Sit upright and just play your bass. Another good thing I want to show you is your elbow. Do not do your elbow like this. Keep your elbow close to your body when you play the bass. All of this will help you in the long run. Okay? It will help you build a good habit so that it's easier to build up speed. Okay? If you're all tense up, it will be difficult to move your fingers. You won't notice it because it's a bad habit that you'll get used to. But if you can practice the good habits from the beginning, then you will get much faster results. Okay? Starting from down here. obviously the main parts that are even obvious is the body, right? The body, the bridge, where the strings attach. The body, the bridge, the pickup. These black things are the pickups. These are the the mechanisms that transfers the sound from the vibration of the strings to the electronics to 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 hear the bass sound. Okay, this is what transfers the sound of the bass guitar. And these are the strings, obviously. As I said, these are very obvious information, but I just have to get this out of the way first. These are the strings of the guitar. This this is the neck of the guitar. This whole stick right here is the neck of the guitar. Okay? The neck. And then this front part of the neck, excluding the strings. The front part of the neck is the fretboard. Okay? F-R-E-T. It's the fretboard. The front of the neck is the fretboard. And these shiny things here, these metal things that go down like this, these are the frets. Okay. Fretboard, frets. Without these frets, you will have a fretless bass guitar. All of these are called the tuning knobs. And then down here, these are the effect knobs. Okay. On every bass, it will be different. So on my bass, this is the volume knob right here. This first knob on my bass is the volume knob. Now let's learn how to name the strings of the bass. Okay. We'll start from down here. So on a bass guitar, this is down and this is up. Okay. I know it sounds odd, but musically it's correct. The thicker the string is, the lower the note is. Okay. So this is down because it's lower notes, and these are higher notes. So this is up. Okay. Starting from down is, so on a 5-string bass guitar is B, E, A, D, and G. Okay. On a 4-string bass guitar, you will just exclude the first string and you start from the second string, which is E, A, D, G. Okay. So on a 5-string bass guitar, as I said before, is B, E, A, D, G. And then on a 4-string bass guitar, it's the same thing. You just exclude the first string. And then you do E, A, D, G. That leads me into my next point. Which bass guitar do I recommend? Let's say you don't have a bass guitar yet. If you're going to be playing, if you are a gospel player, I recommend a 5-string bass guitar. Eventually, you will, as you learn more and you start playing for gigs and stuff, you will learn which type of bass you prefer. But as a beginner, and if you are a gospel player, I would recommend a 5-string bass guitar. Another benefit of starting with a 5-string bass guitar is that later on when you decide to switch, it won't be overwhelming. And also, the 5-string bass guitar makes more notes accessible to you without having to move up and down. You will understand that better in the future. Now let's talk about tuning the bass guitar. As we know, the strings are B, E, A, D, G. That means you should tune these notes to those pitches. Okay? You need a tuner. Unless you have perfect pitch, you're gonna need a tuner. I use the Fender tuner. I just clip it on the bass and it tells me you clip it on the bass. And if I play a note, it's gonna tell me the pitch. So that means this note is correctly tuned to G. Okay? Let me reduce a little bit. Okay? So this is B. It should be B, E, A, D, G. Okay? So I'm gonna tune my bass. B. Correct? Okay. Here, this note is a little bit flat, okay? This should be E, but it's not quite there. So I'm gonna go slowly and turn it to get to E, okay? So it was flat before. It should be E, but it's not quite full on E. So I would turn it away from me while I tone it to E. Now it's on E, okay? Same thing. A, toned, D, that's D, and G, okay? So B, E, A, D, G. You should memorize that. So I would recommend stopping here today and just memorizing those strings, okay? B, E, A, D, and G. That's the first lesson for today. Memorize these notes.